Radcast. And welcome back to this fine episode of Chronversations, folks. It's me and Nate, still talking about whatever the fuck we want. So sit back and enjoy. And there's this guy named Vitor Belfort, and then there's a version of him called TRT Vitor. It's like he's got a Super Saiyan mode. Like that's how gnarly it fucking looks. It looks like he transforms because he looks like a scary dude who like is definitely like a fighter and stuff. And then you look at TRT like Vitor, and he's just like bleh, just fucking cut like a motherfucker and just looks scary, like the scariest looking dude ever. And his head grew, so like you're taking shit that makes your head grow, man.
For real?
Yeah.
I need to see this shit.
Alright, I'll pull it up on my phone. Probably really easy comparison. TRT. First thing pop up.
Really?
Okay, 2012 is TRT, and then like just
Wait, show me the.
see, and then 5 years later, like, or not even 5, but yeah, 2012 is that shit. I could probably find a picture of him before the 2012 though, where he just looks like a guy.
There's no. He looked skinnier in 2017.
Yeah, because they took him off of that.
Oh, okay, yeah, duh.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, I'll put before.
Wait, let me see that again.
So it's like young TRT now.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's fucking jacked.
Yeah. And it's like, I understand like you could work out to like a certain point, but like
That's crazy.
yeah, you don't just like turn into like
Hulk,
a fucking like a meat man like just out of nowhere. Like
that's nuts.
That shit's crazy. And I guess a lot of dudes were doing like I said, older dudes would do that to like just stay up because they're getting older and they still want to fight because like that's all you know.
But it's still illegal, right?
Yeah, it's still illegal, so they end up getting
that's
popped.
That's legal in all like sports, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's so weird. It's like, it's weird to me because it's like they're playing a fucking like child's game. Like,
right? Why not let them fucking get jacked?
I get it. It's a high level, but they're playing a fucking child's game.
Why not let them get a fucking jack?
Yeah, I just want to see some fucking like genetic fucking monsters playing a game. Like,
fuck yeah.
Like, imagine like fucking football if everybody just looked like Brock Lesnar.
Right? It'd be a dope game.
Yeah.
I would watch so much football if everyone was just like, dude.
Yeah, but the boxing thing or the fighting thing is a bit
like
more
some giant mutants. Like,
yeah,
if every game was like the Space Jam.
Yeah, just like let's go to fucking let's go see the new UFC event. Watch these fucking kaiju fight to the death, man.
Right.
Because that's what they used to do in Japan, dude. Just like, I guess the promotions out there, they're like, we do not test for performance enhancing drugs.
No
That's
way.
like a thing in the contract, like,
Are you
for Pride.
Serious?
Yeah, like back in the day, that shit was the Wild West, dude. Like they let them juice up hard as fuck.
I bet it was crazy.
They didn't give a fuck about weight classes or height differences. Like you could get a guy who's like 145 fighting a guy at like 200, and that was cool. They were like, yeah, fucking hey, it's gonna be awesome, and they promote the fuck out of that fight. Like Japan, the like early MMA scene in Japan was fucking cool.
Have you? Where do I see this?
On YouTube, you can look up stuff like Pride and even like early UFC, like 1, 2, and 3 and stuff, were like crazy freak shows like that.
No way,
Yeah.
really?
Even like recently, I forget which one it was. It was either ONE FC or Ryzen, where they had this fucking like 6 foot like fucking 200-pound looking Amazonian Brazilian lady fight a fucking old Japanese grandma who used to be a pro wrestler. That was her fucking credentials.
Oh god.
And this woman, it was a fucking murder. It was basically it was like watching a murder. Like, just like imagine like my mom,
right,
a little taller, getting in the ring with just basically She-Hulk. She even like runs in and like bounces off the ropes and shit like a wrestling match because she's like, holy shit, this lady's big. Like,
that's crazy.
And yeah, this fight, like, it's a fucking, you're like, you feel bad watching it. Like, the lady's name is Gabby Garcia. She's fucking huge. I assume she's a like legit woman. I don't know. I don't know. Because there is, I forget what the lady's name is, but there is a transgender MMA
she,
fighter.
Yeah, fucking Joe Rogan always talks shit
Nobody
about
lets her. Nobody. I don't know what promotion she fights. I don't think she does anymore because nobody's like, yeah, you're gonna fuck everyone up.
She's not even like a good fighter, dude. I've seen like clips of her.
No, it's like the lady from like Norway who was who when she was a dude, she was like not very good power lifter, but now that she's a lady, she's breaking all kinds of fucking like powerlifting records.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And like that's not like I don't know. It's not cool in my opinion. At least when it comes to shit like that, there should be a separate bracket.
You think so? Yeah, for shit like that, maybe.
Yeah. For shit like that, for sure. Like when it's blatantly like, yeah, this person has got all the advantages. Like you could find the fittest lady ever, and she probably wouldn't power lift as good as this guy.
Right.
And like you could say it's debatable because yeah, that could be how he feels inside and all that stuff.
Right.
But maybe there's that extra motive of like, hey, I could get in on this like women's lifting now that like the world's all PC and shit.
Right.
But even I don't know, it brings up a lot of questions. But I like when it comes to like something like that, I feel like it should be he should look at a little more like scrutinizing. And then you get the people like Joe Rogan where he talks about fighting, where it's like, yeah, it's more about safety than anything. Because they won't put a dude in to fight a lady. There's no intergender fights.
Right. Really?
No. I've seen a couple on YouTube, but they're usually in like weird gyms. Like I watched this Brazilian lady like work this dude. Like she fucked this guy up, but this lady looked fucking gnarly.
Really?
Like
that's crazy.
It was the one exception, like one of the few exceptions to that rule where it's like you get a equal weight class guy and a lady and the dude's probably gonna win. Like that lady fucking, it was jiu-jitsu though. It was a lot of jiu-jitsu going, so she like wrestled him.
Yeah.
And the whole point of jiu-jitsu is like smaller, weaker people can use it to overtake somebody. It's more skill than it is like muscle and all that shit. Yeah. Apparently like if you're in a class, like it's like frowned upon to like muscle through shit. They want you to like use the technique, so instead of like just like jamming your shit under there and just like pushing a neck crank, they want you to like slide your hand under them, get it in there, and then just pull it in. Like once you get them trapped, you just pull it in. I'm trapped, so if you got them trapped, they can't get out of it.
Huh.
Instead of just being like
physics.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of like wrestling. Like when you see like American wrestlers.
Yeah.
How it's just like a lot of pressure. And
they're like trying to like conserve energy.
Yeah. And then they want to and like wrestlers are forcing shit real hard, and that's a lot of like, it's different.
Right.
But yeah, I guess that's frowned upon, being like just powering through shit. I don't know. The way I look at it, it's all kind of like combat shit. So like you're gonna muscle through shit in a situation, so you might as well just like kind of
totally
figure out technique and using that at the same time. So but I don't do anything right like that, so I'm talking out of my ass.
Me too. I'm listening with both my ears.
I watch a lot of that shit though.
Oh, I don't actually watch any of that shit.
Yeah.
Ever. Nope.
I don't know, but I don't watch like sports really at all. That's like the only thing.
But if everyone was jacked on steroids, I would.
Mhm.
I think that was the point of that conversation.
Yeah. If you want to get more people interested, you gotta be like, you gotta have people looking like pro wrestlers. Or make it more like Tekken. Because that's why I like the first like UFC, because it's like a dude in a karate gi fighting a fat sumo guy in a fucking loincloth. Like that's a fucking real picture of a thing that happened in like real life. It's not like Street Fighter. That shit happened.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's a fight, I forget the dude's name, but he fought this French guy named like something Gordeau, and it's this fat fucking sumo dude like in a loincloth, and then just like white French guy in some fucking karate pants.
That's awesome.
And this dude ends up like taking the
who fucked who up.
French guy won. He kicked this dude in the fucking face. Like the dude, he like punched him and the dude went down like, and he was sitting back, and the French dude just rolled up and said bah, soccer kicked him, and like sumo guys like spitting his teeth out and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, this is UFC 1. So like
really? This is UFC?
Yeah. That like back then the only rules were like no biting and no eye gouges. And you could do anything else. Like there's a fight between like this dude Cho Sun, who's like
no way. That's
who played the Asian dude in Austin Powers who throws the shoe.
Yeah.
Like, he was an MMA fighter, and there's a real famous bout where he's getting held on the ground by this dude, and the dude just dick strikes. Like, he takes like 10 dick strikes. Like, this dude's just pounding his shit.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And I don't even think, and he wasn't wearing a cup. He was wearing like these little red undies, so you could tell he wasn't wearing any kind of cup. And this dude just wham, wham, and he's just laying on top of him while he's just smashing his dick.
What?
And that was totally legal. That was a legal move.
You can't do that now?
Nah. No, it's fucked up. Like, there's a lot of weird, like, the weirdest thing I think that's illegal in like mixed martial arts is like they call it 12 to 6 elbow. And it's like if you're on top of somebody and then you elbow them like that, like down on the head, which was fine up until like recently, because I guess some commission guy saw like those dudes who break bricks.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, if you can like smash like 15 stacks of bricks with like one of these, then we can't do this in MMA.
Really? Are you sure?
And it's like, they're like, this isn't fine, but like, this is fine. This is fine. You just can't do the 12 to 6. You can come 11 to 5 and it'll be fine. And I'm like, how's that any fucking different? And second of all, you let somebody just full on kick someone in the head with their shin.
Right.
Like, full force. Like, it's like, where's, like, that seems a lot worse than one of these. And when you think about brick breaking, like, that shit's like, I mean, I guess it takes some skill, but a lot of it's just like a physics trick.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because, like, you notice, like, when they stack the stacks, they have, like, the little spacers between them.
Mm-hmm.
So when you smash the one, that one clicks in the middle, and that smashes the middle of that one, and it kind of chain reacts.
Right.
It still takes, like, some strength to do it, and, like, I guess technique and stuff, but it's
right,
like,
to keep the inertia
yeah,
going
but
through.
It's more of a parlor trick to get, like, people into, like, karate and taekwondo studios, like, to parents to fucking pay the fucking school so they can make some money.
Right.
Like, it's kind of crazy how, like, regular, like, martial arts is a big, like, scam.
Yeah, dude. So, like, my sister, her, like, music teacher, she was doing martial arts, like, taekwondo at the Citadel. And I walked in, and he was like, you should do some lessons. I was like, nah, I don't want to. And he was, like, asking me where I worked. And I was like, I work out by the Chapel Hills Mall. And he was like, oh, I got a location there, too. And he's like straight up telling me, he's like, that one's a little more expensive because, you know, down here we got to keep it cheap. I was like, what the fuck? Like, like, it's a racket, dude. Like,
yeah. That's why they go after, like, kids and shit, and they do those cool demonstrations.
Totally.
And I fell for that shit, too. Like, you remember Tiger George?
Yeah.
Down in Widefield? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took a class there. I think, I took the karate class there.
A class there.
Yeah. And, that shit, then that was the same shit. Like, I'm pretty sure they came to fucking the school for, like, a field day or something. They did a little, like, demonstration, yeah. And they broke some shit, and they were like, yeah,
you went to Widefield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to North.
And they're like, yeah, well, this will keep you off drugs and shit, and out of gangs. Like, they tried that with everything back in the, like, early, like, mid-90s. Right, everything keeps you off drugs. It was Dare. Like, Dare's not even a thing anymore.
It's not?
I don't think it is.
That's crazy.
Because it's like, I don't know, man. I think they look at it like sex ed. Like, your parents should probably be teaching you about that shit.
They still teach sex ed.
Do they?
Yeah, dude.
Good. But school shouldn't teach you about drugs.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
I think they should teach you about drugs.
Yeah, but they won't. They can't teach, like, just like with the sex ed, they don't teach you, like, anything, like, useful or pertinent. They're just like, yeah, wrap a condom on it. Don't do it.
That's pretty useful.
Yeah, but that's all you get. Yeah. They don't give you any pointers. They don't help you, like, have sex good. No. Or, like, be precautious about certain things and shit. They're just like, no, put a condom on it. A penis is this, a vagina is this, sex goes like this.
Yeah.
They don't tell you to fucking, sometimes you're going to have to eat an ass. They don't warn you about that. Which is so weird that we do that now in the society. Like, everybody's just cool with that. When I remember, like, ass play and, like, anal shit was some shit you worked up to. Like, I knew couples who were like, together for, like, 8 years and didn't do any butt stuff. Like, that shit was, like, a special occasion. Now it's, like, it's a little bullet point on your Tinder ad. Like, oh, I buy drinks, I smoke weed, and I eat ass.
Is it really? What? That's crazy. Tinder's weird.
Tinder is weird.
I'm not on that thing.
I'm not on it either. Yeah. I looked at it and I was like, that's fucked
You're
up.
really warm. It's weird. Oh. Okay.
He's like, the carpet.
Okay. I thought he was drilling on me. It was really. I feel like if any dog could sweat, it's this one.
Nah, dude, legitly, I'm pretty sure I had a dog that sweated. Like, do you remember Levi? Like, that Ron's dog?
Yeah.
That dog fucking sweat.
That's gross.
Do you remember, like, you ever touch that dog?
Yeah.
And he feels like he's covered in, like, a film of just, like,
oil.
Moisture.
Yeah.
And oil, yeah. It was, I liked that dog, but that was such a fucking awful dog.
Yeah, that dog was...
terrible skin condition.
Yeah.
Because we watched it for a while, too. He stayed at my house for, like, a year.
Why would they want a dog like that?
I don't know, man. I don't know why you want weird dogs that, like...
I mean, it was a sweet dog.
Yeah, I mean...
It was just a weird dog.
I mean, it's cool. It's very humanitarian of you and shit, but...
Was it, like, something wrong with it?
Yeah, definitely he had a skin condition. It was probably, like, mange or something, because they never really did anything about it, but he had, like...
I didn't know that.
Thin hair and shit, and he smelled weird.
I guess he did smell bad.
And he, like, his skin would get kind of flaky sometimes, so I'm thinking it was mange. Mange, not mage. Their dog was a mage.
He's a mage. What level?
He's cast necromancy. Oh, that'd be so cool if I had a wizard dog. Well, yeah, that dog was stinky.
Yeah.
And it felt like he was sweating. Because you just touch him and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it was gross.
But they had crazy dogs at Joey's house too, like
yeah,
all the little chihuahuas and shit. I think that started my hatred for tiny dogs.
I just didn't like that tiny dog. Diablo was a shithead.
That dog's still going, you know?
Is it really?
That dog is still alive.
I heard he's all sweet now.
No, he's just too old to do anything. Because I swear, you come in, he's still just like, like growling at you or trying to, yeah. But then he'll stop and he'll, like, I think he's just too old to be, like, super mad. He's like, I want to be, it's just, I can't.
That dog, oh god, that dog's always so mad.
That dog is like the one dog that's like new if you were like giving it the finger, like
yeah, you can. You're like, fuck you, Diablo.
And then he's like, oh, fuck me, fuck you, and then come at you.
That dog was insane.
I don't even know how that happened. Maybe we tortured that dog. I don't know. Something happened to Diablo, make him crazy.
Joey used to fuck with that dog.
Yeah.
Like, we never, like, heard it. We just flipped off.
Yeah, just annoyed the dog. Oh, that dog was so angry all the time, and I kind of feel like he's justified in it now. Like, I get it, Diablo.
You just flip him, like, you have a group full of, like, 13-year-old boys flipping you off.
Yeah. Calling you an asshole, and then you just have to take it. But to be fair, Jeannie would feed those dogs like full plates of human food.
Yeah, dude, those dogs. Yeah, dude.
So
they had a nice.
Yeah, especially Mookie. He was like a burrito.
Was that dog still alive?
That dog died, I think, recently.
Oh.
But that dog lasted long as fuck too.
He was a burrito with legs.
Yeah, straight up, like a Chipotle burrito with little stick legs and a fucking stupid chihuahua head. Just walking around like, oh, what's up?
That dog was so silly.
That was amazing.
My god.
It was like if you shrunk a cow.
Right.
Like, it had the same fucking pattern. Oh fuck. Yeah, I remember when Jeannie first got that dog too, and it was just like the tiniest chihuahua, and then later on she's like, "Here's a full plate of spaghetti."
Right.
like, dude, that's not what dogs eat. You got two other dogs and they're eating Alpo. Why does this dog get a plate of spaghetti and fucking garlic bread?
Right?
This is the reason why none of us can have seconds, Jeannie, is this dog.
So funny. She would do that shit too. Oh, I miss her. I haven't seen her in so long.
Yeah, she's great. She's like the neighborhood mom. Like if you hung out with Joey, she was like, all right, you're eating dinner.
Yep.
That lady fed me for most of my young
me
life.
too, dude.
It was
I
nice.
used to go over to her house, like her
Yeah.
house, their house every fucking night.
It was just implied I was eating dinner after a certain point. I'm like, yeah, I'm just there. It's weird when I'm not.
Yeah, that's how it was. I used to have to make my own bed because me and Mikey had those bunk beds.
Yeah.
It's like, Carmen, if you're gonna stay here all night, all the time, here's some sheets. Like, wash them. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't want you having stinky sheets. I was like, okay, dude, thank you.
Those rules. If you're gonna freeload here.
Fuck yeah.
Which is totally rad. Because most parents are like, get the fuck out of my, get your friends out of my house.
So tight. Yeah.
Like, there wasn't too many rad parents
Right.
that tolerated all those shitheads.
Oh god, we were terrible
Yeah.
kids.
We were awful.
We're fucking bad.
Damn, we like smoked way too much weed. We made too much noise. And there was always like 50 skateboards in front of the house if we showed up. Because like everyone fucking had one. Yeah, that shit was fun.
Yeah, dude, growing up was the best.
Yeah, like as crappy as Whitefield was, it was a lot of freedom back then. Like
Yeah,
at
man.
that place, which was cool. Because kids don't get that shit now.
You don't think so?
I don't know, man. You'd see them out more, and you'd hear about like crazy shit like when we were kids. Most kids are just on the internet now.
I feel like you're right, but it's not like nothing because they're just kids are fucking boring now.
Kids, that is true. I've never like every time they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be here and I got my kid with them. I'm like, oh cool, we're hanging out with your kid.
like some kids are not boring. I'm saying like kids that like.
Just not into anything interesting.
Oh. They're not shitheads because
Yeah.
we were so bad.
That's because we didn't have the internet to entertain us. We were like, all right, I've watched every VHS tape I got, and there's nothing but fucking Maury and Montel on until fucking 8 o'clock when Urkel comes on. So I'm going to be outside and see what I can get into, and that's usually fucking trouble. And I know a lot of the kids I hung out with, their parents worked a lot, so it was like you were home by yourself for most of the day.
Yeah,
so
that's how it was.
you were just kind of left to your own devices.
Mm-hmm. My grandma was home all the time. But I was
Yeah, it's
I
like,
didn't have much oversight.
you can't catch me, Grandma. But yeah, I remember like playing with a lot of fireworks at a young age, like BB guns and shit.
Oh yeah.
Ninja stars. Remember I lost a ninja star and I'm still mad about it. Joey remembers that shit.
Knife or two. I got knives taken away real quick.
I got a lot of knives taken away.
Every knife I ever had when I was a kid, I got taken away.
Yeah.
Cause I would like cut into my furniture.
Yeah, dude, I did the same shit, like carve it into my shit.
Yeah, my mom was like, nope.
Yeah. Took away my shit. And the dollar store down across the train tracks in Whitefield would sell you a knife, like those Korean people.
Yeah,
They give a fuck. They're like, fuck it, you're giving me $1. Here's the fucking knife.
Yeah.
It's a knife, knockoff Power Rangers.
Mad, dude.
Yeah, I used to chop shit up, like for sure.
Yeah. But now, like when I'm an adult, like I hate that shit. Like if I were to see someone chop it up.
What the fuck are you doing? Why are you carving into my table? I mean, if it's their shit, I'd probably be like, oh, whatever, it's your shit.
Yeah.
But if I bought that shit, like if someone was just sitting over there and started carving into my fucking VHS case, like rack, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
I guess people don't do that.
Yeah. I guess that is more of a like just shithead kid thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I got a knife. I gotta cut something. God, that Dollar Tree sold fucking dangerous weapons to children. How'd that not get stopped?
I remember this one time we bought a bunch of fireworks. When we were like 16.
Yeah.
And we went over to the Family Dollar to buy like a 24 pack of those shitty lighters.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, you gotta be 18. We were like, but we just bought all these fireworks. I'm like, you gotta be 18. And I couldn't believe it. So we just stole it. But like...
So we just stole...
Like, but you know...
Well, yeah, it's the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, we could have bought it. You know what I mean?
It could have been all legal people. We were trying to be good people. Lady.
Isn't that crazy though?
That is crazy.
Apparently you gotta be 18. You can buy fireworks at 16, but you have to be 18 to buy
Yeah,
it.
you gotta have your parents light a punk. for you, and then you fucking...
But you can buy the fireworks yourselves. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's like
But
no
you can't.
parents
But no way
around.
to ignite them. That is weird.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah, but I never really bought fireworks from the stands. Like Joey's parents always went like hard as
Yeah.
fuck for 4th of July,
They used
so
to
they'd
go
drive to
nuts.
Wyoming.
Yeah, they used to go fucking crazy. Oh man, and man, I remember that one barbecue that they had. Maybe it was like, maybe they used to do it all the time, but I remember this one that was like a whole block party.
Yeah, when
You remember
they
that
lived
one?
in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because me and Cameron went to my house to go smoke some weed, and we were like drunk, and everybody got mad because we left because we were drunk and came driving and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
Jeannie was pissed. I remember that. And I was like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, like we've like gotten drunk and then like gotten home and been like, how did we get here?
Right.
Like we've done that a
How do
few
you
times.
think we
but-
get home drunk all the time?
Yeah. But they were all fucking mad. We weren't even really that drunk, but we were
Right.
drunk. But we were drunk enough to know, like, all right, we've eaten all the fucking hamburgers. I got weed in my house. Let's go get that. And then we calmly drove off, and everybody was like, what the fuck? But we were like, gave him one of those and just kept driving.
Really wasn't like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember them being like, Cameron! Like, yelling at him. Like,
What, dude?
yeah, like, I don't know. I guess it was, like, parent people. And we were still
The whole
underage.
cul-de-sac was partying.
Yeah,
too,
but the
dude.
whole, yeah, it was
That
the whole
wasn't a good.
cul-de-sac.
That wasn't a good look, Cameron.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. We made it. Whatever, dude. They shot a fucking mortar at the neighbor's house.
Did they really?
Yeah, that was one of the accidents. So their hands weren't fucking clean.
Drunk asses.
Yeah, you're drunk handling fireworks. We're just going home to fucking smoke some weed. It was a much safer endeavor.
You're lighting things on fire in the middle of the street, and it's clearly illegal.
Yeah, it's incredibly illegal. Like,
I don't see how you never like got in trouble, dude.
dude,
Was
it's
he paying
amazing.
the cops? Was
I don't-
Paul paying the cops?
I don't
Serious
know,
question.
dude. Because maybe they've been doing it since I
Like,
was a kid.
What the fuck? Yeah, dude.
like I knew them in first grade and they were doing it then, so, which is insane.
Crazy. Like they never give a fuck.
They just sort of like, fuck it. I remember one year they were like, oh shit, we gotta go inside. There's a cop coming down the street. That happened once.
Really?
Yeah. And then we went back out like 20 minutes later. So it wasn't even like, oh, night's ended. I'm pretty sure it was the middle of the day. We were just lighting shit off that blew up.
Right.
And then they'd go hard and get out the mortars and shit. I remember one year my dad fucking put one in upside down and exploded
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
tube and it just fucking blew up everywhere on everyone.
Your
It was
dad's
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
That's something your dad do.
Yeah. He's like, oh shit.
Way to go, Jim.
Right? It was hilarious.
Dude, you broke your dog.
I did. I walked him too much. I didn't mean to do it. Go on. You're fat. You're gonna be a big burrito dog if I let things go.
Like a giant Chipotle burrito.
No, he's gonna end up like Coco.
Like a table dog.
Yeah, like my dog, like Coco.
That dog got so wide, dude. It was
Yeah.
a table.
He turned like rectangle. Like he
It
was
was
like
so weird.
he was like a
It's like
fucking-
a Tetris piece, big
Yeah.
brown Tetris piece.
yeah. It's a big old like rectangular polygon just walking around my house like
The dog was strange.
it's like a Minecraft dog.
All right.
Just like this fucking square loaf body and then like a head and legs.
So weird.
But he was the chillest
How
dog
would he get so square?
because he would just eat shit. And I remember there was a point like where everybody was feeding him at one point. Like what my dad would feed him in the morning, Nicole would feed him like when she got up, and then I would feed him like later on.
Yeah.
And then like that would happen like twice a day. So he used to get fed a lot. And then we figured out, oh, everybody's fucking feeding the dog. So my dad's like, no one feeds the dog. And then he would get into the garbage all the time. I remember one year, or not one, there was a couple of times. This one time he ate a fucking Boston Market like chicken skeleton and all.
Yeah.
Like we came home and it was legit like just the plastic like pan it came in, like licked clean. Like that was all we found of that fucking like rotisserie chicken.
What?
It wasn't like a whole chicken, but it was most of a fucking chicken, plus the bone.
That's fucking.
And then another year, Richard's grandma sent, or not Richard's grandma, Richard's mom gave us a bunch of like Christmas candy. And
Tore through that shit.
yeah, Coco got to that shit. Didn't fucking die. He ate so much goddamn chocolate too, and he fucking lived through that shit.
That's crazy.
And yeah, that's how he got so fat. He was a fucking eating machine. Luckily, Gohan's not like that so much. He was not like the biggest beggar.
Right.
But also, I'm also kind of lazy, so I don't walk him as much as I should.
He's getting rectangular. You better watch your rectangular dog.
I know, right? There you go. That's the episode. Watch your rectangular dog. All right, we finally got it. I mean, so did the Third Reich was a good one, but you're right about the whole getting mixed in with some bad folks.
Yeah. I don't want to be associated with that particular corner of YouTube. No thanks.
The angry white man who's like, I'm right, like I'm at the disadvantage here.
I also like Fanta.
No, I'm sure that white guy like hates Fanta because he's like, it sounds fucking foreign.
Yeah.
It's got that Mexican soda Fanta.
Fanta.
Like an American drink, like Canada's Dry. Oh, that's funny. It's so weird that you got like people who don't like other races nowadays when we live in a world of like Instagram models.
Right.
And all of them are just hot mixed race ladies.
Totally.
And you're just like, I don't know what you are, but goddamn, I like it.
Right.
And if that's what happens when a fucking black dude and a white lady get it on, then I'm cool with that.
Me too.
I'm a fucking product of biracial people or
My dad's
differently
super
raced
white.
folks.
My mom's Mexican. Yeah, me too.
That's full white man.
I'm too
Like,
racial.
One of the whitest mans.
My dad's a super white man. Like my dad's side of the family. It's
Yeah,
like
they're
the
all
white
white.
people.
They're all
Super
Polish
white
on my side.
Yeah, dude. Like they're Norwegian and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, that's where white people are made.
Yeah, dude.
That and IKEA furniture. Those guys are like the whitest. They're like super tall and blonde.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Totally. And like and they're like from North Dakota and like
Yeah.
that's also where they make white people.
Yeah. Same with like upstate New York.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So like
Yeah, it's funny.
it's like so white it's almost glow in the dark.
Right, it's crazy. But my dad lives in like such a small town. It's like it's kind of weird to go there, because it's like I'm there. Everybody has to be like, oh, it's Jimmy's son, because I'm like the one brown guy in the group.
Really?
Like, when I roll up, because I don't look like my sister. She looks
Yeah,
white. She's white as fuck compared
Yeah,
to me.
sure, right. Yeah, yeah. You do look like a little.
I'm like a
Little
little
Asian
brown
boy.
guy. And I'm like, and they always got to introduce me as Jimmy's kid. And I'm like, yeah, yep, that's me.
That's crazy.
And they live next to an Indian reservation, so there's like, I assume I get stared at because they're like, what are these guys doing up in
Right.
the town and
That's
shit? Because
crazy.
they don't go up there because everything's tax free on the reservation, so everybody shops down there and like gets their gas and their
Dope.
cigarettes and shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's like how they make a lot of their cash.
I bet.
I think they do casinos out there, but I remember they threatened to like stop the tax shit, so they fucking blocked off the road with like burned out cars and shit, and they're like, all right, you want to take our taxes away, then you can't use this road that runs through our land.
What?
Yeah, and it's like the main like you gotta go through there to get to Buffalo.
The
Which
Indians
is-
did that?
Yeah.
What's up?
And they were
Fuck
like,
yeah.
fuck that, and then they ended up keeping their shit. So they
That's
got-
fucking
yeah.
tight.
And I was like, yeah, well, like, what the fuck?
Fuck yeah.
But I don't know. I forget what tribe is out there, but they're pretty crazy.
That's cool. Oh yeah. I bet.
But upstate New York's pretty rad, though. I remember going out there a lot when I was a kid. It's like
I've never been to New York.
it's real foresty. It's not like city New York.
Really?
Yeah, so it's definitely not like they're not like New
So it's
York
like
New
farms and
Yorkers.
shit?
Yeah, it's like dairy farms and
Really?
fucking trees.
Crazy.
It's like 2
Like,
hours
is it like
outside of
little towns like
Niagara.
this?
Smaller.
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 I guess Colorado Springs isn't a little town no more.
Yeah, like you could probably call it like a village. It's like old and small. Like that's how old and small it looks.
That's crazy.
It's real tiny. Like when you think old like small town. That's what it is.
Huh.
It's a little town square and like all the shops there, and then that's it. Church, like the one big church in town and stuff. It's like a prison town though, because like it's kind of built around the correctional facility and stuff
Really?
like that. Like my granddad used to be a correctional officer.
Oh yeah.
And my aunt was a teacher
That's
in the
cool.
prison, which
That's
is pretty
cool.
crazy.
But that paid pretty well.
I'm sure it did. Like he was trying to talk my dad into doing it, but my dad was like, he didn't want to deal with any of that shit. He's like, I'll just do sheet metal and like work a hard ass job instead of doing a fucking shitty. Like I don't know if it's shitty. My grandpa seemed to dig it, but I don't think my dad's that kind of guy. He's like want to be like authority man,
Right.
To all these crazy ass
I
dudes
think
and get cups of piss thrown at you and shit.
Fuck
like,
that. Dude. Yeah. No, I don't think I'd be a prison guard.
Fucking Mark's a prison guard.
That's so weird.
It's dude. Like I'm like Mark. You're like the last person I would trust to like watch over scary men. You're too nice and chill. I feel like you just kind of let it happen.
Right. That's weird.
Or they'd stab you. I don't know. Some Mexican will take you the wrong way because I don't know. He
That's
said
so
that's already
wild.
happened. I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like they don't like him.
Damn.
Which is weird. I don't know.
That sucks.
Yeah, right. But it's crazy. Like he's a correctional officer. Works in a prison.
That is weird.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't see Mark being a figure of authority.
hey, come on, guys.
Right.
Stop doing that. It's whatever, dude. It's just 'cause- Oh man, I love Mark though. But
Can I get another dab off you?
yeah, for sure. I just wouldn't trust him to watch over scary men
Right.
and keep order. Like,
Right.
I mean, he could watch them, but like,
And report back to, I don't know. But yeah, no. I couldn't. No, like, dissing you. I'm not dissing you, Mark, if you watch this. So.
right? I'm not either. Like I said, I love you. Which is why I think you need a safer job, Mark.
Right.
No, but I think the pay is
For
like
me?
super good. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know, it might be too big. Ah, I'll stick with my finger.
That's chill.
My dad got me some shit the other day that was like 99.6% THC.
Jeez.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, Dad, what are you doing? Oh, yeah,
Is that this?
No, that's not
I was
that.
gonna say.
I got that from Richard. That's like 80, 75 maybe. I don't know.
You like spent like a $50 a gram of hash for you?
And actually, it was pretty cheap. It was like $30.
Oh, that's what's up.
But yeah, it was like high crystallate, like fucking extraction.
Because your dad didn't. They fucking just sold them.
They might have, but either way, he didn't get like ripped off.
No? Was it good?
It was really 99.6%.
Oh, yeah.
Like that shit was fucking monster. Like I did a dab of it, and Richard and them, Nicole went to Wyoming and shit, and my alarm went off on my phone, and I had just taken like what I would consider like a normal dab for me. Like it was kind of big.
This?
Yeah, maybe a little more than that. But I was like, all right, cool. And then my alarm went off, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta work today. How do I like that? And when it went off, that means like I gotta clock in. That was the clock in alarm, and I was like, damn, I gotta get to fucking work like now. And I'm heading up to work, and I'm like increasingly just getting more and more stoned. And I'm like, oh god, this isn't good. Like I'm visibly high. Like I smoke and I'll go into work. Like that's not that big a deal. But like when you're going like super blitz, like you're like this is
late.
Gonna, yeah,
Yeah.
you're like this is gonna be like so obvious. Like they're just gonna take one look at me and they're gonna know.
Right.
I just know it. And like I speed over there, and then I get there, and I'm like, all right, cool. I actually got there kind of on time, and like I talked to Dee Dee. She's like, all right, cool. And like I got a few minutes to like sit in the car because I made it seem like it was gonna take a minute. So I'm sitting there, and I got my like head in the thing, and I'm just sitting there in the fucking air conditioner and shit, and I'm just like, I'm still high.
You're still getting high.
This isn't good. And then I get in there, and I'm like, my boss is there, and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm talking to her, and she's asking me a bunch of questions. I don't even remember what. And then she was like, she pulls the schedule out and shit to be like, all right, this is what you're gonna be doing today. And she looks it over, and she's like, you're not supposed to be here today. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, yeah, you're not supposed to be here. I'm like, what the fuck? And I showed her my phone and shit, and like she changed the schedule and didn't tell me. So
Oh, shit.
I showed up just super baked, like, oh, what am I doing here? I'm not supposed to be here? Oh, fuck. Like, the worst fucking look ever. And I'm like, God damn it, Dad. It's because I got high. And then I got worried. And then I rushed to get to work.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was scary.
You had to be all high in front of your boss for no reason.
But I just remember, like, sitting in that fucking car with the fucking air conditioner on.
Fuck, I'm late.
And it just felt so nice. Like, I was like, all right, I gotta go in.
Just like hella baked. That's so funny.
And I'm pretty sure I made it out okay.
Yeah. You think you're still hired or still have a job?
Yeah, I for sure still have a job, but hopefully they don't think I'm a weed smoking man. I always try to hide that at my jobs as long as possible from like everyone.
Yeah. Me too.
Just because it makes it easier. And then you kind of get a feel for everybody to know like who's actually kind of cool. And then when somebody's like, "Oh, you smoke," and then you're like, "Smoke what?" You know when you can say that.
Right. Smoke what? Are you laying on my fucking vape cigarette, dog?
Vape dog.
Rectangle dog.
Vape Dog's my favorite Snoop Dogg collaborator. Get up off that thing.
No, it's right here.
Alright, never mind.
Sorry.
I take back the James Brown lyric.
Get up off that.
That's right, man. We're throwing out James fucking Brown references. At the heart of the young folks.
Yeah.
Kids should know about James Brown, just like they should know about the Muppets and RoboCop and fucking.
RoboCop's an awful movie, dude.
RoboCop is
it's an awful couple movies.
I mean, the last like two are bad, but that first one's good. When you
I
think
thought it was
like,
whack, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Starship?
I guess I haven't watched.
Troopers?
Yeah, I love that movie.
That's directed by the same dude,
Really?
Paul Verhoeven. And yeah, dude, he did RoboCop.
Starship. I guess I haven't seen RoboCop recently.
There's more tits in Starship Troopers, and it definitely was at a more formative year in my life for sure. Like that's a movie I definitely remember, like and will remember for the rest of my life.
Right.
Like, fucking Casper
First time I
Van
saw that
Dien,
movie,
dude.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. It was another like rent. No, I took to the theaters for that one. I went with my buddy Tony, and his mom took us. And yeah, there was a bunch of fucking tits, and everybody was fine with it. There's even some guy butt. They had a little bit for everybody.
Yeah.
It was a real progressive society, even though they seem like
Yeah, they all
fucking
showered
Nazis.
together. Yeah.
They're all cool with it though. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, this is what we do. Everybody's gens are out in front of everybody else. But then there were like weird like space Nazis.
Yeah. That.
It was a weird mix. They were like, yeah, we got like an African lady from Africa as like the world president, but also we're like, serve or you don't get to say anything. Military. It was a real weird movie. But I love that shit.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
In my opinion, it's like one of the like more perfect movies. It's got a lot for everybody. It's got like think about it. It's got like you got your like high school scene. You got all that shitty romance shit with him and like what's her name?
And then you got like bugs dying and shit.
Yeah,
You're
then
right.
you got action. Then you got like
It's
the
kinda
lady
funny
dying.
too, 'cause
Yeah,
it's kinda campy.
it's real funny actually.
Yeah.
Like, especially those like clips when they're like, "You can do more," and watch these people like stomp cockroaches,
Yeah.
and that mom laughs like a fucking psycho. Like
Right.
it's a pretty funny movie, but it's just got everything, man.
That was a perfect movie. That's funny.
It even does that shit like in the Odyssey where it starts in the middle. Like you watch fucking the main dude get like eaten by the bugs and shit on that newscast.
Oh yeah.
Pulls at some fucking Odyssey shit.
Do you remember the fucking Futurama episode based on?
Where they fight the balls?
Yeah.
And they put the bomb in Bender.
Yeah.
I used to love that show.
Futurama was the best.
It was even good when they brought it back too.
I thought so too.
It's like, why couldn't we get more
I think the
seasons of
second
that?
ending was cooler than the first ending.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't get why we got less seasons of that and more of the fucking Simpsons.
Simpsons is so gay.
Simpsons is still going.
I know, dude. It's so gay.
Like, why? But I'm starting to feel the same way about, like, Saturday Night Live. But I think that's just something every, like, generation goes through.
Yeah.
They're like, my cast was better. It sucks now, and I don't watch it.
I haven't seen Saturday Night Live in years.
I haven't watched it.
I used to watch it when I was a kid.
I used to watch it every weekend. Like,
Yeah.
that shit was some shit I watched.
That and Mad
all the
TV,
time.
yeah.
Dude, Mad TV, like, the more I look at it now, Mad TV was better.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it was a lot more fucking weirder, and it had fucking...
That show was on drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's, like, Bobby Lee has this really famous story, like, where he's playing Connie Chung, but he's, like, super fucked up. Like, he's, like...
Yeah.
And he just starts, like, pissing and shit while he's doing the fucking monologue.
Really?
And shit. Yeah, like, he's that fucked.
Oh, shit. Yeah, didn't he, like, shit himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just everywhere. Yeah, Bobby Lee is, like, an insane person, though.
Really?
Yeah. But he's got, like, a dime piece of a lady. Like, it's baffling.
He's a funny looking motherfucker.
Yeah, his shit's called, like, Tiger Belly. Like, his podcast. It's pretty funny.
Really?
But yeah, he's, like, definitely a weird guy. But, like, fuck. Still not as weird as Eric Andre.
I've only seen a few. I can only, like, watch his show and, like...
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, dude.
I understand it, and I respect it. Like, he fucks with famous people, hardcore, like, especially in the beginning, I guess. Like, they didn't know what his show was.
Really?
So then he'd start doing all that insane shit.
Yeah.
And, like, that shit I can respect. Like, fucking with somebody, like, so hard, like, that they would, like, leave your show and they're like, what the fuck? They're all mad. Like, that's kind of funny to me. But...
I guess he did have people on it.
everything else is just weird. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm trying to figure... I don't know. I just can't watch him for too long.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm like, alright, he's like a 5-year-old in a man's body. And he's just gonna scream. Like, that was his bit for that.
Right.
Joke was just yelling. But he was yelling in the face of Jeanette McCurdy. So that's kind of funny, I guess. And
Sorta.
she didn't like it.
She got real mad, dude.
Yeah, she got real mad.
I think I've seen that.
And that's funny to me. Like, yeah, fuck with the famous people. Knock them down a peg. Like, look what you're willing to do for money, you whore. That's all the celebrities. They're all whores.
That shit's... Yeah. This show's weird.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like Tim and Eric stuff I never really got into a lot. Like, I like
Some of
Dr.
it's funny.
Steve Brule. Like, that shit's
like
hilarious.
Steve, that shit's funny.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious. But I feel like that's more to do with, like, John C. Reilly than...
that show's
like,
on drugs. That
yeah.
show's on hella drugs.
Like, it's
Makes-
weird. I don't like
Makes you
Tim
feel
and
weird
Eric.
watching it.
Their comedy's, like, too, like, is off, but not, like, the right kind of off.
Yeah, it's yeah, dude.
And I don't like their editing style. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, it makes you feel fucking weird.
I know it's
dude.
a weird complaint, but I just hate it. Like,
I feel like the way they.
I don't like their I don't like their cuts. I don't like the way they filter shit.
Yeah, dude.
It just makes me mad. I don't know why. Joey fucking loves that shit though, and I'm like, I was hanging out with him one day, and he put that shit on for like a good hour.
Really?
And I'm like, dude, can we watch something else? I indulged your shit for long. This is bad.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it. You remember Wonder Chosen?
Yeah, I do. Josh had the DVD.
Really?
Box set, yeah.
That's awesome. That show was cool.
That show was fucking cool as fuck. And like The Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah.
Another, like, weird sketch thing I like too.
I never really watched The Whitest Kid You Know, but I used to love
funny.
Wonder Chosen.
They had a really funny song called, what was it? Thank You Slaves.
Yeah.
And it was like, slaves built the pyramids, slaves built the Parthenon, slaves built America. Thank you, slaves. And it's like little kids dancing
Yeah,
and shit.
dude.
It looks like it's like a fucked up like Sesame Street
Yeah, dude.
sketch. It's
That
great.
show is fucking crazy.
Yeah, Josh showed me that shit. He showed me a lot of like weird comedy shit, like Flight of the Conchords.
I love that show.
Yeah, I love those guys. Saw them in concert. That shit was amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Like 3 years
You
ago.
guys taking the acid? You should have.
No, I probably should have. I just got really high.
Hell yeah.
And stood back and smoked. It sucked though, cause like it was different seating arrangement from the last time I was there. Cause we went and saw Smashing Pumpkins, and
how was that? Was that cool?
it was super rad. And Marilyn Manson, and seating was like whatever. Like if you bought, I forget what ticket we bought, but it was like front row was just like just grab a fucking spot at Red Rocks, you know.
Yeah.
And then we thought, oh, that's just how it is, because like any other time I went, it was a rave.
Right.
So it's like seating gives a fuck. And we get there and we go to the front. We're like, oh, we're gonna get amazing seats for this shit, because we got in like super like early. We were like front of the line almost. And we sit down, and then like 20 minutes later, these people walk up and they're like, oh, you gotta move and shit. And then we move a little further down, and we're like, all right, maybe this is fine. Because we got like even closer.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to stay. We stayed back a little bit because we're like, it's like nothing to be super close to. And then we got closer, and then like eventually like security people walked up, and they're like, yeah, you can't sit here. You gotta be. Let me look at your tickets. And they're like, these ones mean you gotta go like way fuck back there. I was like, really? That's fucking stupid.
That's never happened to me.
Yeah.
I've never been at a show like that at Red Rocks.
But that was Concords. Like I said, I've only had one other like regular concert experience there. So.
I've only said. Yeah, I went to Skrillex. Oh yeah, the fucking global that year, and then I saw Tipper there.
Yeah, and it's like there's no seats. Everybody's just everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was a little strange, but it was a rad show. Like they played all the fun shit, and they even played some like new songs. I think they're gonna come out with some new shit soon.
That was a while ago though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying soon. Because I ain't heard shit about it. And I know they're not
that show was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. But maybe, I don't know. They're doing other shit now. I know like Brett McKenzie writes a lot of like music for movies, like Disney shit.
Really?
Yeah, like he wrote the Muppet movie. I mean, maybe the show should be called Muppets. We talk about the Muppets a lot.
Yeah, you've talked about the Muppets like 15 times.
I told you, I fell down a hole, and now it's like this running theme
like...
in my life now. It's Muppets. But yeah, and what's his name? Jermaine was in that Disney movie Moana. He played like a crab or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen What We Do in the Dark? Or...
Yeah, that shit's amazing.
God, I love that movie.
Yeah. Fucking is it Taika Waititi, who's the guy who directed that shit?
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Is he?
Yeah. He did Thor Ragnarok.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
But yeah, he's like this, and he did. I'm pretty sure he did this movie called Hunt for the Wilder People, which is like a really good movie. It's like about this fat kid and then the guy who played the archaeologist in fucking Jurassic Park, like
the new one or the old one?
The old one.
Okay.
The good one. They end up like running from the law in the woods because he doesn't want to get sent to like a group home like by the city or the state. So they're like fugitives in the woods and shit. It's a really like it's a good movie. It's hilarious.
What's it called?
It's called Hunt for the Wilder People.
Huh.
And it's full of all the New Zealand accents you can handle. So if you love that shit, which I totally fucking do. I just like hearing them fuckers talk. Like, yes. Like a weird Australian accent. I dig it.
You're silly, Chris.
It makes me laugh. That's one of the main reasons why I like to play the Concords. Like they just be like yes, like that. I don't. It's hilarious to me. Just them talking. But there's a good banner in that show. It's a good written show. Play the Concords. So good. And a lot of funny people.
The Nigerian Prince one is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. I like the Bowie one where they're going to the meeting for the greeting card song.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, and Brett's like, he's like visited by a fucking David Bowie in his dreams. He's like, paint a lightning bolt on your dick. And then he does that shit and he just whips it out in the meeting. And Murray's like, what are you doing? And he's like, they called us back for a second meeting. They liked your technique. Like, for real?
Did they really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was about. They got a couple meetings. Like, they were like, they're going to see you again, but don't pull any crazy shit. And then you got Jermaine as fucking David Bowie, which is like...
He was just playing... Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. It's like, it's me, David Bowie.
It's me, David Bowie.
I'm David Bowie from the movie Labyrinth. Like, he just explains what album or, like, time frame of David Bowie he's from whenever he shows up. It's great. And his fucking impression's pretty spot on.
Right.
I fucking love that show. And I remember the longest time, like, I couldn't find the DVDs. Like, I could find, like, the second season or the first season. So I just, like, watched shitty, like, internet MP, like, 3/4s of it.
Of the first season?
Yeah, it just looks like a garbage, like, potato fucking quality.
Right.
But I'm like, this is still good.
It's still funny.
I know
Still
business
hear it.
time sounds a bit crushed, but it's not. I still hear the words. Sounds like I'm playing it on my Game Boy.
Right?
But that was back before, like, you could find anything you wanted on the internet.
Right? There's
Like,
so many
easy
streams
and
of
in a good
everything.
quality.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Back in my day, it was like, oh, let me check fucking LimeWire or Kazaa.
Get my computer game really quick.
Yeah.
Dip my toe in that cesspool.
Yeah. Let me get that fucking, gotta get that Wisconsin Death Trip album. I really need it. Get that Static X going. Wearing my Jinkos. I was thinking of, like, exactly what a person looked like back in that time when they were downloading some shit on LimeWire. It was either Jinkos or Trip Pants. And they were downloading, like, Prodigy or Happy Hardcore. And definitely some Korn.
Yeah, dude.
Definitely Korn. Or Cold Chamber. Yeah. That's a deep cut. That's a deep early 2000s new metal goth band cut. Cold Chamber.
New metal goth bands.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What a time, yeah.
Dude.
We lived through that.
I was part of that.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, I don't understand how that it caught on. Was it the riffs? I feel like it was the real chunky riffs that people
dude.
liked.
That's what I liked.
Yeah.
All the instruments were down tuned as fuck.
Yeah, like to like a D, like low G. And they had a one DJ who had like an obnoxiously high, like squeal.
Yeah, dude, that shit was weird.
It was so weird.
Korn was crazy.
And they had to play their instruments like to their shins.
Yeah, dude.
I remember that. Like it was like fucking Green
like
Day,
cholos.
but worse.
Yeah, dude. They were like, it was weird.
It was and like there was always a guy with like long braids just for no reason.
Oh, they all had braids, I thought.
Some of them did.
I think they all had long braids.
And Korn for sure.
Yeah.
That was like their thing.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think they can do it now. It'd be like cultural appropriation.
Brady, they're all dready white kids.
Yeah, they're all.
Like, I don't know if they're white. I think they're all, I don't know.
Nah, like Jonathan Davis probably for sure is a white man. But I think a lot of those dudes are like Mexican or
I think you're
Latino of some kind.
That band was pretty cool.
I mean,
They're weird as fuck.
I respect them for sure. I definitely had a fucking album
I
for
did
sure.
too.
I had Freak on a Leash for sure.
Yeah, I had that one, and one of their newer ones too.
Do you remember when they became dubstep DJs?
All of them?
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like they had a real like Skrillexy sounding sound, and they had Snoop Dogg or some like rapper with them, and they were pretty much playing just like on guitars, and their DJ had fucking
No way.
Yeah, they pretty much did a dubstep album.
What? That's weird.
It's like when Tiesto did that 3-6 Mafia song.
I've never heard that.
That was the thing too. Holy shit, you never heard that?
No.
That was like a really big deal. I remember that because it was on like Magic FM. They were like, yeah, it's the new 3-6 Mafia track produced by Tiesto. They always said produced by Tiesto. Like, and I'm like, why?
Who cares?
Like,
I wonder what song it was.
I don't even remember. I just remember that intro and that it was a thing. I could pull it up. I mean, we're already not monetized, so they can't copyright strike us. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Yeah, like I can't believe, like even now, it's like it's so stupid to think that this was a fucking thing. That they're like Juicy J was like, yeah, we ain't get in touch with that Tiesto. What you think, DJ Paul? Oh man, these are some jokes that like you gotta be a certain age to get that joke. God damn it! All right, Tiesto. 3-6 Mafia featuring Tiesto. Feel It is the title of the track.
Maybe I do remember this. Is it bad?
I don't remember. Like I said, I just remember hearing it like announced and being like, "This is dumb," and then changing the station. Oh man.
Is there a music video too?
This is a music video. It's got Tiesto's cheesy ass. Oh man, it's got that kid. What is that kid's name? Sean Kingston. Yeah, yeah, it's all coming back to me. Having a Rain Man moment about the mid 2000s.
Right.
Yeah, so that's 3-6 Mafia and Tiesto.
Great.
That's
glad
enough,
that happened.
That's enough of that stuff.
I'm really glad that happened.
I mean, it's hilarious for sure.
Oh, that's great.
No, it's great. Oh man. Oh. But now that's normal. It's like now you got Diplo making shit for people. At least Diplo's like making
Dude, he
good
makes
shit
music
for people.
for everybody.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That dude's rich. I wish I was Diplo rich.
I wish I was any amount of rich. Like just rich enough to do what I want.
Right.
Like I don't necessarily need to live in like a crazy place. I just need to be able to like do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Right.
That's where all my money would go. Like I'll live in a studio apartment. But I did a full recreation of Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. But it's a porno.
What?
Just shot for shot. Full effects. Got studio light and industrial light and magic. Help me out. Got fucking Stan Winston making props. Granted, most of them are dildos, but he's making them. See, I would just do weird shit like that. Or build a rocket car. Like,
A rocket car?
yeah, we need more insane billionaires.
Yeah.
I feel like rich people don't do enough weird shit, if you ask me. Like, yeah, it's cool.
They're not eccentric enough?
Yeah, they're not weird enough. Like, Elon Musk's pretty close.
That dude's a fucking maniac now.
Yeah. But I feel like he's just too smart. He's not necessarily, like, crazy. He's like, I'm just doing smart shit. I mean, yeah, I shot one of my cars into space, but...
Did he really?
Yeah, he launched a Tesla into fucking orbit.
Why?
Just to prove he could.
Cool.
So, like I said, he's close. But he's not, like, insane.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But he's like, fuck it, I'm launching my entire Tesla headquarters into space. That's where we're operating from. Just gonna orbit.
I want to watch that. Have you seen the one with him and Joe Rogan?
Yeah, where he smokes weed and then everybody gets mad at him for it.
I haven't seen it. Is it crazy?
Well, not everybody, but I guess his shareholders and shit in Tesla were all mad that he was
Yeah,
smoking.
they were real mad.
But he asked all the right questions. Is it legal? All right, then. I like all the memes that come from that.
Me too.
Yeah. But I don't see why it's such a big deal. Weed's fine. The other people drink. It just don't stay in your system long enough for them to want to like piss test you for it.
Right. I used to have to fucking take ETGs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sucks. Those are alcohol P tests.
Fuck.
Yeah, man.
It's gotta suck.
It does.
How long is it? Is it like every day, or is it
It was like twice. It was like 2 or 3 times a month. I don't know. It was really expensive. I remember that. It was like $40.
Really? And they could tell like far back, like if you were drinking at all.
They said like 7 days, but
that's weird.
yeah.
I guess because it's expensive, they're not like, hey, hit us up every week.
It tests for ETG, which is like a metabolite that your liver makes when you drink.
No, man. Catching you with science. That's crazy. Yeah, but I never really got caught up in like drinking like that. At least in trouble with drinking.
I got a DUI.
Yeah. Bully got
drunk,
one,
though.
and he's got a magic car whistle now.
Great.
Start his car.
I don't even have a car again from it.
Dude, that shit'll threaten to shut your car off while you're driving. Like, that's so fucking dangerous.
Don't drink and drive is the point.
Yeah, but also, why do you gotta make your fucking breath thingy just as dangerous as being drunk and driving?
I guess you're right.
Because literally, we're driving down the fucking highway, and his thing's like, beep, beep. He's like, oh, fuck, it's gonna shut my car off. And he's gotta, like, fumble around to get his shit and then blow into it. And yeah, I was like, damn, we're doing this while we're driving. And they're like, they're just cool with that. But they're like, no, don't be, like, drunk, which I understand, but...
Imagine how hard that would be to do drunk.
Yeah. But it's crazy. That, I don't know. You kind of deserve it though when you're a crazy person flying off of ditches and shit like Bully did.
Really?
Yeah, Bully crashed his car and like was like asleep in the fucking car after
That's
it
how I
crashed and
got
shit.
mine, dude. Well,
Yeah.
I fell asleep driving,
Yeah.
but I wasn't like fucked up or anything.
No, he was fucked up. He ended up in the ditch and shit. Because Bully was like a mad alcoholic. Now he just smokes like a metric ton of weed.
Really?
Yeah. Like everybody likes to be like, oh, Chris smokes a whole fuck ton of weed. And it's like, nah, Bully smokes a lot of weed. Like, too much.
Really?
Yeah, like a typical smoke out session is like, he shows up to like, oh, we're gonna like all pitch on a blunt. He ends up rolling all three by himself. And then he's like, let's go smoke some more weed. Like right after smoking the third blunt. Like, dude, we just smoked 3 blunts.
That's crazy. That's so much weed.
And you want to hang out and smoke like... He basically smokes how we used to in the swag days when you had to smoke like a pack of blunts to get fucking baked. But we get good weed now. And
You're
he's
right.
smoking like that.
Yeah, there's no fucking point. Yeah, dude, yeah.
I feel like with all drugs, there's like a threshold where like you've gotten max level stoned.
Right.
And now you're just like wasting it.
Right.
But I know folks like that with dabs too, like Josh.
Yeah, Josh dabs fucking hard.
Yeah. And that's another example. It's like, I don't smoke that much, okay?
Right.
I know other people. And I known people who used to do like dabs, like a lot more dabs than I would too.
I think we talked.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. But I'm just saying. Everybody thinks I smoke too much weed. I don't. Especially now, like when I'm working and shit. I'm like, I'm too tired.
Right, I do
I just get home and I shower and I'm like, I'll probably do like a dab at the most.
Yeah, and I'll fucking get in the shower.
And that's like all day. Like I've done a dab the whole day. And then I go to bed.
I dab out before work. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't have
Like
dab.
I ride the bus, so by the time I get
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
for
bus,
sure.
you know what I mean? Like
I get there quick, so it's like if I did a nice dab and get in there, they'd be like, how stoned you are.
right.
Like I said, I had that close call
It's like
before.
an hour-long bus ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know. I'm not like faded when I get to work.
Right. Or just pretend like I'm real tired if they think I'm... If they're like, are you
Right.
okay? Anytime someone asks me if I'm okay, I'm like, alright, I'm looking weird. They must think I'm high. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't gotten busted out of a job yet for being high. My last job encouraged it, which was fine.
That's cool.
Yeah. But Cameron was my boss.
Oh,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah. So yeah, he was totally fine with me smoking weed at work.
What do they do it now?
They're still selling shit. Cameron's up north. He's gonna do like realtor shit, but they're still selling frisbee golf shit. They got a tournament on July.
How are they selling it? Through their website?
Yeah, but they're only doing it like locally because apparently selling shit is expensive. Because you gotta like follow every like not only your like area's taxes, but like wherever you're sending it to. And like their counties and shit. So
Oh,
you got
shit, really?
So you essentially have to be like a rich person to run a business now. If you want to like do some shit like some mail out shit.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Or you need like a really good tech guy who's like got a program that runs an algorithm that puts in all the fucking taxes and stuff from everywhere. Especially when you're like a business of 2 people like them, you know?
I thought that's what John's website did.
No. It was just a fucking store.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, and we were selling. I guess they were selling for a bit until they figured that out when like tax season came around.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Well, fuck that then." So they And that's
Well,
when,
that should have been built into the website.
probably, but I don't know. I don't know computers. And it's like, it was basically like 3 fucking friends who were like, we're gonna start a business, so not a lot of experience between everybody.
Right. Oops.
Yeah. But so, I don't know, they're still doing it, so they obviously liked it enough to like keep going. And I had a rad time. It was the best 8 fucking months of fucking not work that I ever did.
Not work that you ever did?
Yeah. Like, it was almost as good as a no-show job, man, I'm telling you.
That's cool. Just show up and watch anime all day.
Pretty much, dude. Like, I watched a lot of, like, Viceland, because they had cable at the store. So I watched a lot of, like, Most Expensivest. And King of the Road.
That show's tight.
That show's amazing. It definitely reminds me of being a shithead kid.
Right.
Then I put on Baker 3 sometimes. I remember those days too. I remember Miss Cush let us watch that in class once.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tight.
But then it got to the part where like the one dude has like the giant ass joint and she got all mad and she was like, turn that off. She was like, if anybody saw that, I'd be in so much trouble right now. Like, you could say it was like a anti-drug information.
Right.
Like, look at these boys. They're
retarded.
They're just fucking idiots, and they live in a van for a majority of the time. Don't do this. It's classic anti-drug story.
Baker 3 is a good video.
Right. That show was amazing.
The one that's got like Terry Kennedy's first part in it, right?
Right, and he was only skating for like a year.
Yeah, dude.
And
that part's so crazy.
Yeah, and that part also made me kind of give up, like on skateboarding. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like 360 flip nose blunt.
Yeah,
so that 9 rail. Like,
so this
fuck
is what
you, dude.
Yeah, like so that's what I should be at in a year, huh? Fuck, man. I've been at this for a minute, and I'm scared of all that.
Yeah, dude. That part was crazy. Fucking like.
Right.
What?
That whole video was sick.
Yeah.
Or what was it? God damn it! What was the fucking Daewon song one?
Almost round 3.
No, the other one.
That was the one.
The DVS video. God damn it. Skate More.
Oh, Skate More.
Yeah.
That part, both those.
That
parts
was a
were
cool
crazy.
ass. All those ones were cool. Yeah, because and then the Enjoy video too.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Rodney Mullen versus Daewon song.
That was
round
Enjoy?
3. Pretty sure that was an Enjoy one.
No, that was Almost.
Was it?
Yeah, that was Enjoy. Yeah.
Because the one before that was Almost, and then.
Wait.
Then he.
It was Almost a different company?
Almost was a different company, so I'm trying to think. Because it's Rodney Mullen's company, I'm pretty sure. That's why it's still the fucking same shit every time. I don't know, but either way, the round 3 was cool. I remember watching that video a lot. And then what was it? Cheese and Crackers. I think that was another one. And like, yeah, those were really cool videos. And that was when skateboarding was starting to get real crazy too. Like, people were doing weird shit. But now you got like insane people like Jaws jumping off of buildings and shit.
What? Really?
Yeah, you ever seen that guy fucking Aaron Jaws Homoki?
No.
Like, you know that big California high school like 16 stare that everybody does, like the one Ali Bilal fucking dies on?
Yeah.
This dude goes off, like went off the fucking roof, like above that.
What?
And landed on the flat.
What?
Like, that's shit he tries. Granted, he fucked up and he like went down and like kneed his fucking jaw out of place. But that's the shit he does like on the regular, and he's already had like 2 knee replacements, and he's still doing shit like that.
That's crazy.
Like, this dude's insane. Like, he's fucking gnarly.
What's his name?
Aaron Jaws Homoki. Just look up Jaws skateboarding, and that's who will pop up.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I saw him on like a season of King of the Road.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ! And then I like kind of fell down that rabbit hole, you know. And it's just like the biggest shit ever because they were talking about how he's like super gnarly. So I was like, let me see this shit. And yeah, like, you know how back in the day it was like Reynolds and like Jamie Thomas when you thought like Deuce did like just massive shit.
Yeah.
Like, this guy like just dwarfs that stuff.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. They're just like, people's legs shouldn't withstand that.
Yeah, that's Sorry. All the Sorry videos were like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Y'all are dumb.
Yeah. Like, you realize you're just gonna have like no legs.
Yeah, dude, like all the sorry. I remember just being like, God, dude.
Yeah. And that's why my legs are fucked up too, because I wanted to get gnarly like that. And I remember hitting up big stair sets trying to get fucking North Shore sponsorship like a dumbass. And then I saw Baker 3 and I was like, alright, maybe this is just a fun thing I do now.
Right.
And then I got hurt and then I'm like, alright, I just don't
even do this no more.
Which is fucking a smart move, because yeah.
Skateboarding is fucking dangerous.
It is, dude. Like, I have so many like head injuries from skateboarding.
I have so many dumb, fucked up injuries from skateboarding.
And some of them just not even because of skateboarding, just from being around like skate parks.
Right.
But still, it was fun. But yeah, definitely not. And like everyone's like, "Oh, you should get back into skateboarding." I remember people saying that like a few years ago, like Mike, and I'm like, "Fuck no, dude. We're old now." Like,
yeah, dude. I couldn't. I would like to get a manual pad. Play some.
I mean, I can like fuck around and do some like little shit, but if you want me to like get like hardcore back into it, like I would
play someone in a game of skate
any
day.
Yeah, I need to be like it was when I got good, which is I have no job or school,
right,
and just skate all day,
every
day. That's how I got good at skateboarding.
That's all I did.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
And I kind of got afforded that for a good year because I got expelled. So I was like,
oh really?
Yeah. That's how I got good at skateboarding. I got expelled from school.
That's crazy.
And then Mike moved in across the street and was like watching me like try to ollie like a piece of wood. And then he started teaching me how to skateboard, and that's how I learned.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy. Mike was already good?
He wasn't good, but he knew how to like skateboard. He could like kickflip and he could shove it.
Really good.
Yeah. Mike had a real he had a real like angry style. Like,
yeah.
Like when you watched Mike skate, like you're like
he broke like 2 or 3 of my skateboards, dude. Like,
it's like, let me see it, carpet.
Yeah.
Let me do a trick, and then he's just like hard flip.
Like, fuck, Mike.
Like, sorry, dude.
Yeah. Fuck.
I got an old deck with no nose and no tail you can have.
Yeah.
It's essentially a plank.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. There was a point where I was like, you can't ride my board.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, me too.
You're too aggressive.
Yeah. God.
But he got real good. Like I used to like watching him skate. Like, he was real clean.
Mm-hmm.
And like his spin tricks were real fast for some reason. Like if he did like a 180 or a 360 or something, he just was like,
right.
Like he was real aggressive about everything.
That's how all his tricks were.
Yeah. But yeah, that dude was, I don't know, he's super rad. He taught me to skateboard for sure.
Hell yeah.
And like I remember when I got good, it was because I liked Rodney Mullen shit. So I was like, I'm just gonna learn that stuff. Like,
yeah. Which
I should have stuck to, because I probably want to fuck my legs up.
Right.
Because you're just like, oh, can't be jumping on my trucks. You know, like it's just fucking clown shit.
Yeah, right.
And I dug that shit. It was fun. Right. But no, I had to get gnarly. So you had to start hitting up 9 sets. And you're 5-0.
Right.
And I'd skate with like kids like Mike and Martin, who's like this 6 foot.
Yeah, I knew Martin. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd skate with that kid a lot, and that's when I started getting into
skate. Those are huge.
Yeah, they're fucking huge, and it's like, I guess I'm hitting this shit up, the same shit they're hitting up. And I was like 15. I remember that too. I was the young boy. I remember getting drunk for the first like couple of times with Martin. And like getting like way too drunk and throwing up, and his like sister was taking care of me the whole night.
Really?
Yeah. His sister was cool as fuck.
That's what's up.
She got me a sleeping bag and like put me on her floor and was like, here's Nightmare Before Christmas, because she was one of those chicks.
Yeah.
Who was just like Tim Burton and everything.
Yeah.
But she was cool as fuck, and I was like, all right, cool. And then Martin and everybody else were like being like drunk older kids. Like,
yeah.
Like, these fucking
and
kids.
you just shit face on the floor watching Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. That's tight.
Yeah, there was a couple of times like that. But Danny was rad and she totally took care of me.
Shout out to Danny.
Right? Keeping me safe. And then one time somebody threw up on the fucking floor and then tried blaming me. And I was like, oh, fuck no.
I did not do that.
I didn't throw up on your floor. I threw up in this bucket that I had next to me watching fucking Nightmare Before Christmas.
You know me, Danny.
She's right here, man. Tell him.
Tell him.
Oh, and I guess it was like just like full on like ham and cheese Hot Pocket.
That's gross.
Yeah, I see it. It's just like chunks of ham. I was like, "Gah!" So I didn't do that.
Can't afford Hot Pockets.
Yeah. I obviously didn't eat anything. Look how fucking drunk I got. Weigh 100 pounds.
Right?
Didn't eat
I
any
used to get
food.
so fucking drunk, like right away, dude. When I was like,
Yeah.
immediately, I would be drunk.
I mean, it got me good at drinking now, but
Yeah.
before, like, it was a shit show.
Yeah.
It was like, nah, Chris is definitely getting, like, shit-faced and throwing up everywhere. Like,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
gonna happen if we're
Uh-huh.
going out drinking. Like, we're stopping for puke stops, like, regularly if we're driving. We're taking the back streets. Because,
Walking
yeah.
around drinking.
Like, not only was I, like, small, I'm Native American, so it's like, we've had, like, 200 less years of evolving with alcohol
Right.
than, like, white people.
Yeah.
So, so that shit hits you fucking
Have you
hard.
seen that Vice thing about that?
Yeah.
In like fucking Alaska?
Yeah.
All
that
those
shit's
tribes
crazy.
and shit?
Yeah, they're all fucking. It's crazy.
Like 90% of all violent crime is directly related to alcohol.
Mhm. I remember seeing shit like that
And
way
then, like
early
a bottle,
on.
like they'll buy a bottle of fucking Smirnoff for like $400
Mhm.
and drink it all in one night.
It's crazy. Like you see signs of that even in early episodes of Cops from like the 80s. You can see
Yeah.
like the Alaskan Cops. You see dudes breaking into like liquor stores like after drinking a bunch of like fucking hairspray or like huffing paint,
Huh.
and it's always in like these small Native American community or like indigenous society people's communities, you know,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
because it's like Canada and shit like that. But yeah, it's like it's really weird. What is it? I forget. There's like a pharmaceutical company that was making a certain type of like narcotic, and like there was a tribe of like people up in like Canada that were like addicted to it.
What?
And then like the company was gonna stop making it, but then like they were like, well, what's gonna happen to all these people addicted to your thing? Like they were like freaking out. Like you gotta keep making this shit because like our fucking tribes.
What was it?
I don't even remember. I remember hearing fucking like Kevin Smith like and Scott Mosier talk about it like for like a quick second.
That's nuts.
But it's weird. But yeah, like
There's this fucking like a tribe in no, it's not a tribe. It's like a whole village somewhere, Africa maybe. They fucking smoke Quaaludes now, and
they still make Quaaludes.
yeah, it's like this little tribe, like this little village somewhere in Africa that like smokes Quaaludes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, and like the story on how they still have them is even crazier. Like
Yeah, because that's
it was some scientist, and he wanted to like experiment on this tribe with like drugs, but he wanted to like bomb them drugs, like bombs that
was it the
contain-
acid bomb guy or whatever?
I don't know, dude. He wanted to like. It was really weird, dude.
Because they were like talking about developing like an LSD bomb.
Yeah, I think it was that guy. And he was like, he was like some sort of doctor, but he was also on like their scientific board in this town. And
No wonder they don't fucking trust white people.
no, yeah, I think he was a white person.
Or Americans and shit. Because yeah, we do crazy shit like that. I don't know.
Oh, I think he was a British dude, or maybe an Indian guy.
Well, even more Indian guy. All right, fine. They got subjugated by the Brits.
Yeah,
British people are way worse than anything Americans ever did. Let's get that out of the boat.
Really?
Yeah, they ran like most of the world. The British Empire was
Oh
fucking
yeah,
huge.
it's still huge.
Yeah, they still are, but they don't acknowledge that they're the British Empire anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. And the whole Scotland thing. Like, Scotland don't want to be there.
Yeah.
But it's weird that they still have Quaaludes. That's like an old school, like,
My mom used to tell me
80s
those were cool drugs.
you hear that from all the old people. Like, I
Uh-huh.
just saw a video, like, it popped up on my YouTube feed for some fucking reason, but it's like this old dude from like Brooklyn or somewhere in New York talking about how he fucking loves Quaaludes. He's like, I would trade every fucking thing. The fucking heroin, the fucking weed, for some fucking Quaaludes. And I was dying. And it's like white Joey Diaz. Like that was.
He's so awesome. I love Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
Dude.
I wish he was my grandpa.
Me too.
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's fucking great.
But I like East Coast people.
Me too.
They're hilarious like that. Like we had this dude from fucking New York in my store the other day. And I was helping him get some shit, and he was like, "Man, you ever heard about nutcrackers?" Because he's like, he asked me if I was from Colorado. I was like, "Yeah, born and raised." And I was like, "Oh, them low key fucking alcoholic juices they sell in New York, because a lot of people just sell those so you can drink them on the street."
I've seen those. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them out in Buffalo and shit because my aunt used to live out there. So I'm like, yeah, I know that shit.
I think TV.
Yeah. And he was like, and he got all excited, like, "Oh, you know something about where I'm from?" I was like, "Yeah, man. I have family out there, like, sort of."
That's cool.
And he ended up like talking to me and wanting me to like follow him through him and his lady through the whole store, like helping him find shit.
Yeah.
And he was like yelling to my manager, like, "This guy's amazing. He's a good guy." But he was drunk as fuck. I could tell as soon as
Where
I
was
started
this
talking.
at?
I work up at Shamrock Foods up on Galley.
So like people come in?
Yeah.
Weird.
It's like restaurant people most of the time, but yeah, you get like families and shit who buy like a
Really?
million pounds of fucking
It's open to the
hamburger and
public?
shit. Yeah, you can fucking walk in there.
That's
I'll
crazy.
sell you a soda.
What? I can buy a soda?
You can buy a soda.
How much is it?
Like 89 cents. I don't know, that's like 50 cents. So you would Dr. Pepper.
How big is it?
It's a can.
Oh.
We got the Mexican sodas, like, but that's it. I buy so many of those fucking things. I love Mexican sodas.
The tamarind's my favorite.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
It's so tasty.
when I first tried it, I was like, "This is a fucking weird flavor."
Like a bean.
What is this
It's
flavor?
beans.
It's bean.
It's carbonated bean. It's so good.
It is the most Mexican soda,
It's so fucking good.
right? And you're like, you hear that shit, and you're like, "It ain't gonna be good," but then you taste the sweet, delicious fucking soda.
a tamarind.
Yeah, that's just fucking amazing.
It's so good, like on a hot fucking day.
Yeah.
You drink 40 of those things.
Fucking love that shit.
It's a sweet, delicious bean.
Right? But I guess, I don't know, what was it, Japanese, like a good dessert bean? They put fucking like red beans. They got sweet red beans.
Really?
Yeah.
How sweet are they?
Apparently enough to be a dessert.
Weird.
And I guess in like Hawaii they use those same beans in like ice cream like thingies.
Are those purple beans?
They're like
That
called
purple
red
shit?
azuki beans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy. I never tried it, but I'm
Me
assuming
neither.
it's good. They use it in a lot of sweets, so it's like it's gotta be good bean.
Maybe it's like floral bean.
Yeah, but I don't know. I go for like a good refried bean myself.
I love beans.
I don't really like fucking baked beans. I know it's a big like fucking issue with Cameron and Trish.
Really?
Yeah, anytime we eat over there, it's like barbecue or something. They're like, "Chris don't like fucking beans." And I'm
cares?
Like, I'm like, who cares? I just don't like baked beans. My bad. It's got that like snot goop with it. That's
It's barbecue sauce.
yeah, I know, but
It's not good.
it's weird. I don't like it. I just can't explain it. I just don't like it. I've tried it many times. I've been forced to eat it when I was a kid. Don't like it.
I can dig it.
But that's not Sam against all bean. I like beans in a chili or a burrito, you know?
You want to call it?
Yeah, we should call it since we're talking about fucking beans. All right, motherfuckers.
Over and out.
Yeah, this is the end of this conversation. This is a fucking good night and good luck. And Fanta is the soda of the Third Reich.
The bad man soda.
It's bad man juice.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay!